All right, so I've got a lot of the kind of the shading done. Um, Zoom in a little bit so we can see right here too. Uh, like some of this, I saved the hair. We'll do the hair in the next step, but yeah, maybe this part right here I want to keep skin color, but so this is going to be a little bit more shading. But sometimes you may run into an instance like over here. I left this white on purpose, was that you don't maybe want it to be, you want the cross hatching there and all that, but you may not want it to be the shading color. You may want it to be the original color. So if that's the case, just hit I on your keyboard or the eyedropper tool, click in the area of the color that you want it to be. So, and then go to the blob brush tool. And then, so see how it went into the fill, but as soon as I color, it switches over to the stroke because the blob brush tool is a stroke based tool. And then I can color in the rest of this area and have it be the same as the skin tone that I wanted or the color that I wanted or however you wanted to do it. And the other thing I was going to show you is that maybe another possibility is that you want to add an even darker tone in some areas, like maybe where there should be a darker value for the shading. And what you would do right there is you would just, pick a different, maybe a darker tone, maybe go with, maybe even a little bit darker. And then you would just kind of add that in areas that you would want to have. See if this one will work. That you would want maybe to be even a little bit darker. Yeah, I think that color will work. So it still gives you a, depending on the color that you choose, still going to give you a nice subtle shift. So if you've ever drawn in Photoshop with the pressure tool or using opacity shifts or anything like that, that's one way that you can use the tablet in order to kind of do the same thing. Illustrator's pressure is not based on that. It's not based off opacity. It's based off, kind of the thickness and all that, varied line, because this is more of a line-based program. So you would have to get a little bit more creative in order to get along the similar look. And one way that you could do that is by actively selecting the color shift that you would want. And so that's what you could do right there for some added shading to add some more depth to it. And then I'll show you how to do the hair in the next step.